For a year now, the media have refused to take Bernie Sanders seriously because obviously Hillary was going to win. All the pundits said so. But with Sanders surging, the DNC has hastily added another debate tomorrow. And while the two Democrats have been ratcheting up their attacks.
I don't take money from big banks. I don't get personal speaking fees from Goldman Sachs.
He has voted with the NRA, with the gun lobby, numerous times. He voted against the Brady bill 5 times. He voted for what we call the Charleston loophole.
Having utterly underplayed the Sanders phenomenon for a year, not unlike missing the Trump phenomenon initially, are the media now overdoing the Hillary in trouble line?
I don't think they're overdoing it. I think they're coming to the realization that Sanders could be a real contender, that he's really being able to, it's not just becoming an organic movement, but the fact that you have so many of these Democrats that are, a lot of them are small donors who are giving money to their campaign. When you look at the last quarter numbers, it was $26 million. That's Bernie Sanders raised.
He could win Iowa, he could win New Hampshire, and then imagine how crazy the press will go over the juggernaut that was supposed to be the Clinton campaign. But one reason that I think Bernie Sanders didn't get as much coverage as he might have, although Trump overshadowed everybody, is that he refused until recently to attack Hillary Clinton personally. It was always sort of high-minded rhetoric stuff. And he scolded reporters who asked him to do that. But now that he is doing it somewhat, coverage is really ramping up.
Well, I think that Sanders is taking a page out of Trump's political book, which is, I've been attacked by Hillary Clinton and I'm attacking back. So he literally came out and said that he's not surprised that the media establishment is backing Hillary Clinton. This is after the endorsement by the Des Moines Register yesterday. So again, fascinating that Sanders has decided, look, she's attacked me, she's going after me, and I'm not going to stay quiet. I'm going to have to go, attack back.
Right. I was most influential newspaper backing Hillary, also backing Marco Rubio on the Republican side. Okay, New York Times had a story this past week about Bill Clinton's sex scandals and how many young women who didn't live through the Monica Lewinsky impeachment era are turned off to Hillary over the perceptions of her role in fighting back. How important is that story?
I think it's very important. Remember how we had this discussion like 2 weeks ago about society evolving. This is after the Bill Cosby sexual allegations that came out. The fact that our society is very aware of what's happening with victims of sexual assault, something that even Hillary Clinton has talked about, that every voice should be heard of women who have been raped or sexually assaulted. So this story about Bill Clinton is now really resonating. Why? Because we have a percentage of the population who didn't even know who Monica Lewinsky is. Right. And these young feminists, these bloggers are coming out and saying, wait a second here, she's supposed to be defending all women, and we're hearing this other side of the story.
I think Donald Trump is the reason that this has now hit the mainstream media. Not that it was never mentioned before, but there was this whole debate in the press. Is this fair game? I think that New York Times story given the influence of that.
And the media agree that it was fair game to bring up.
Right. The New York Times has kind of certified it. Let's go back to the interviews. You saw my interview with Donald Trump. Let's start there. He said that African-American voters are going to like him better than President Obama.
Wow, I think this might be a little tough. But with that being said, Tavis Smiley, who is a media personality and author, African-American, came out and said, if you're black or brown, what would be the 3 good reasons to come out and vote this time? There is a sense of disappointment in the African-American community. Is Trump the solution? That's questionable. It's going to take a lot of coalition building. It's something that even Republicans have struggled in the past, and I think it's going to be interesting for Trump to see if he can try to win the minority vote in that sense.
He doesn't shy away from making these bold claims. I understand saying, he's going to bring jobs to the African community. The comparison to Obama, we shall see. All right.